Greetings, demons, and welcome to episode 48 of Warhammer Weekly. This time around, I do once again have some pickups to go over, so we're going to be going over those just after the intro. But yeah, we have a few topics to go over, nothing too big, especially compared to last week where I had essentially a month's worth of content. But yeah, let's just roll our intro and get into it.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
So after last week, we actually had some different things. We're back to Old Reliable with more Stormbringer. This time we've got issue 49, which comes with the Spite Revenants, which are more Sylvaneth, which look pretty nice. Not coming from me though, something from my partner's army. We also have, for issue 47, the Nexus Siphon, which looks to be terrain of some description. Looks very nice. Okay, once again, don't think it's something for me though. Then, ooh, this one is for me. We have issue 48. This one is the Boingrot Bounders. These are some squiggy boys. Love to see those. And yeah, in general, looks very fun. This is definitely something that will go well for my orcs. Then we also have issue 50. This one just has two new paints, them being, what are they, Grell Earth, and, what's this one? Dawnstone? I didn't even know that was a thing. And also a brush, which, always nice to get more brushes. And then I also got a bonus this time around, not a bonus, I did have to pay extra for this, but we did get the Soulblight Gravelord Radakar the Wolf, which is a very cool looking model indeed, and definitely a nice addition to my Soulblight Gravelord, which is worryingly becoming an actual army, which I didn't want it to be, but, you know, we do what we do. But yeah, that is all my pickups for this week. Let's get into the topic. And starting off with the topics, we have the Warhammer Events miniatures for 2024. So these are going to be the models you can get at various official events, whether they are like actually hosted by Games Workshop or just sponsored by them. And we have two very interesting ones. So starting off, we have the Hunter Strikes. This is a Kroot carnivore, and there's nothing really much else to say about it. It looks very cool, especially when we have all these other Kroot that we're getting that I went over last week. It's really cool to see more Kroot getting love. This is definitely a model I'll be interested in. I like the posing. It's much more of an action pose than we're seeing from the regular carnivores. And in general, I think it's a very nice model. I think the painting has done wonders to this, the red and the blue. It just really makes it pop overall, and yeah, I'm very interested in getting this one for myself. He's covered in little knickknacks, got a knife, got some prime ribs on him, and just in general, just a very nice alternate sculpt for your carnivores, for your Kroot. So yeah, and you could also use him as a shaper if you really want to. I probably wouldn't personally, but I'm also someone who is going to, by the end of this year, end up with at least 4 different shapers, so, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, still very, very cool, and definitely a worthwhile pickup, at least for me, as someone who is a huge fan of Kroot. But then the other model is more of an AOS model. I guess, I'm not really sure what faction this is supposed to be. Free Guild, I suppose. So potentially you could use it in Old World, I'm not completely sure, but we do have, what is he even called? Avian Demeanor. That is not what he's called. This is the Steel Rook, so it's an alternate Arch Knight for the Free Guild. So yeah, I don't really know what model this is supposed to be a variation of, but yeah, an Arch Knight. It is very cool. It's got very birdie aesthetic. It's got the bird beak. It's got the, you know, crow's feet design on the chest plate. A lot of feathers, a lot of feather detailing, and yeah, in general, a nice knight. This probably, if I end up going personally to any of the various events, will be one that I probably do pick up just to say I have it. But yeah, overall, it has a nice little bird, companion, friend, whatever, little crow next to him, and otherwise, it's just a bird knight. It looks interesting. You know, you'd think I'd be a little bit more interested in this to say, you know, I'm, you know, someone who plays Raven Guard. I like that bird aesthetic, but it's just a knight with a bird beak. There's nothing really too much to say about it. It does look very cool. I'm sure people that play Free Guild or, you know, Order factions in Age of Sigmar are going to be very happy with it. But yeah, for me, it is what it is. I don't care too much. It looks cool, but there's nothing really else to say about it. And moving over to Heresy Thursday, we have the Scout Walkers, which, these things look excellent, honestly. So we, of course, have Scout Sentinels. We saw the regular Heavy Sentinels before last week, and yeah, this week we have the Scout Sentinels. They are so cute. They're so small. And once again, just like what I said with the Heavy Sentinels, for me, these are very much fodder for me to turn into some good old Genestealer cult vehicles, but yeah, in general, these are lovely. I love how different they are to the regular 40k version of the Scout Sentinel. And, yeah, the official name seems to be Hermes Light Sentinel, which is kind of interesting. I do quite like that. But, yeah, just a little cannon in the front. You actually have 2 different options by the looks of it. Oh, no, you also have a flamer and a plasma cannon. We actually have 4 different variants of the cannon, and all of them look excellent. I, of course, will be running either plasma or flame, because that's just how I am. Even if I'm not actually running those, that's just the aesthetic I go with. But yeah, the armoring is very nice. It's, you know, of course, it looks like an ATRT. You know, all these Sentinels look like various walkers from Star Wars. And yeah, this is another great one that looks more like a clone walker, especially the size. Definitely reminds me of an ATRT, as I say. And yeah, in general, just a very cool model. Actually, something that really interests me, which is surprising from 130k and also from the human side, not the Space Marine side, the actual human, you know, Imperium, like, proper side. But, yeah, I like this guy. It looks cool. I like the model. I could definitely see myself just swapping out the head and actually making this into some sort of Star Wars reference, like, properly, making it, you know, white and blue, make it Fire First themed. I don't know, just, I like the idea of making something like this into a Star Wars model. And, yeah, in general, I think it looks really, really cool. Really liking the posing. I don't think, yeah, we don't see any alternate posing, so unfortunately this is probably something that is very monopose, but honestly it doesn't really matter when you're realistically, you know, for me anyway, I'm probably going to have 1, maybe 2 of them, because I'm probably going to mass the actual Heavy Sentinels rather than the Light Sentinels. But yeah, it looks really cool, and I'm honestly very much looking forward to seeing this one. Does it say if it is plastic? It doesn't seem to say, so I'm going to assume that it is plastic. We'll go with that. We'll go with that it's plastic, just because I cannot see it saying anywhere that it's going to be resin. So, yeah, very nice, very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that one in my local Warhammer store. And that leaves us with our final topic for the week, which is the Rumour Engine for the 30th of January 2024. And if this isn't Nurgle, I don't know what it is. It appears to be a rotten beehive. That's the only way I can kind of describe it. It's got beetles or bugs of some description on it. It's, you know, a beehive of some description in a tree. It wouldn't surprise me if this is some sort of Nurgle creature with horns that have these, like, wasp sacks in them. It could be that they are legitimately supposed to be bees, but they don't look like that. They look more like beetles or cockroaches or something like that compared to bees. But yeah, either way, very interesting. Very excited to see what this is going to be. And yeah, my money's on Nurgle. I don't know if it's going to be, you know, AOS or 40k related, but you never know really with those sorts of things. With Chaos stuff, it could go either way. But, yeah, if it's not Chaos, I guess it'll probably be AOS, but I couldn't tell you specifically. It could be Sylvaneth, I guess, because they're tree-themed, but it's a little bit, as I say, gross for Sylvaneth. So, yeah, I'm very much leaning into Nurgle for that one. But with that said, that is actually everything for this week of Warhammer Weekly. So, in any case, that is it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe to and ring that bell so you never miss upload. Otherwise, comment below your thoughts and feelings. Are you going to be picking up the, event exclusive models? Are you going to be going to any events? Have you planned it already? I currently aren't planning to go to any of them, though that could change. It depends where they are. I know the next 2 are not in my country. I'm not flying for one of them. If there's another one in Manchester, like I think there was last year, I'll probably go to that one, but otherwise, yeah, that is really it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I hope to see you next time. Bye!
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but world's divine. I just just wanna tell